I'm feeling it, killing the minute. I'm feeling the rhythm like heat of the middle. I'm feeling the rhythm.
AKA my ventilation, visualize pain, populations hating, all around the world and carved in the pavement.
I'm LBS, Lil Boss Steven. You can find me on Instagram at Lil Boss Steven.
I'm Josh Elias, Kiwi Struggles. You can find me on Instagram or Facebook.
I was partying and doing drugs and all kinds of shit as a younger kid and just fucking around and not getting my shit straight. And music is literally what saved my life, like rap especially. So I started owing hip hop more of a homage. And it kind of came out of my Bay Area bubble and started realizing that there's real MCs out there that made a difference and made a change, that were big and lyricists, and it opened my eyes to the whole hip hop and realized, like, you know, since back to Zulu Nation, they used it for peace, and like they used it to get all of their aggression out and all their anger out and stuff in the paper, you know, and they wouldn't have to do it in person. And it's like, man, maybe I can use music for me to release instead of having to fuck around and try to sell drugs and do stupid shit. And so that's my way out. That's our way out, you know?
I found myself in hip-hop, or hip-hop showed me who I was, you know what I mean? I fell in love with it, and just eventually it became an obsession, and now that's all we do. You know?
Yeah, every single day, day in and day out. He was in Oakland, and he came down and we started doing like rap school, like legitimate rap school. First thing we wake up, we had a bad situation. We were in a shitty living situation. We lived in the car together, you feel me, for a minute. We wake up, first thing sunrise before we would work. We still held a job, you feel me, but
wake up, focus.
Boom, put your 16 bars down. First thing you do when you wake up, put your 16 bars down. Then we do, you know,
I'd be pissed off too. I didn't even want to do that. You know what I mean? I'm living in a car, man, got no job. Last thing I want to do is write down in a notebook, but hey, you know what I mean, we did it.
No, but then we got 9 to 5 at the chlorine spot.
Yeah, well, I know. Yeah,
we was working the whole time, and we working as soon as we get off work. You feel me? We're trying to book shows, but all in the same time living in the car. You feel me? Like, it was wild. But
I mean, off the top of my head, Bone Thugs, which is crazy because that's, you know,
huge. Every morning we listen to that.
We just did our first single with, but yeah, that's a big, big one. I know that, you know. I don't know. Yeah, listen to the music, it's beautiful, you know, if you really listen to it, so that's a big one for me. And then Big L, of course, Big L is real big for me. Yeah. You know, rest in peace, but...
Absolutely. And so we started realizing, you know, let's listen to the MCs that we like and then who they listen to. So first, like, Bay Area, like Drew Down was big for me. But Rakim, Cool G Rap, Big Pun, Big L, of course, you already mentioned, unbelievable. Tretch from Naughty by Nature is a huge influence for me. Like KRS-One, unbelievable. I have to pay a lot of homage to him. Just the message he brings to the hip hop, unbelievable. People need to research Rakim and Cool G Rap, and, you know, Pun and these big heavy hitters in hip hop that really had something to say, you know. And in that Bay Area bubble, none of these artists ever get talked about. And that's I was making songs that were really Bay Area oriented, and then this mumble rap shit started coming about, and they fucking drew me crazy. I feel like, man, you gotta have some real rappers with some, you know, you gotta have flow, delivery, lyrical depth, you know what I mean? You have to have all that shit. You just can't have a hot beat and just some fucking bullshit over it. And if my shit can't be heard, that's because I'm going fast enough. You can't hear me, not because I'm fucking slurring my shit for no reason, just to sound like a jackass talking about guns, promoting drugs. I mean, and Tupac and Biggie, of course, amazing rappers. They talked about that, but they also had, for every song they had about that, they had a song about change, how to respect a woman, how to do, you know what I mean, how they made it out of the hood. Yeah, he was, you know, there's a lot of guns and violence, that's what sells, and sex sells, and all that shit sells, but do it in a unique way if you're gonna do it.
All right, that's the biggest thing with me, is what they're talking about, you know, in the way that they're talking about it. Because I got 4 little brothers and sisters, and they're easily influenced. And what they're listening to, what they think is cool, is the pop pills and all that.
Right.
And I mean, coming from me, you know what I mean, one of my struggles I had to get over was I was an addict. You know, I was a drunk. I was all those things. I was addicted to multiple things. Right. I ain't proud of that. But when I talk about that, I'm gonna talk about how I overcame that. You know what I mean, I'm gonna talk about those dark times, but I'm gonna talk about the beauty in it too and getting through it. You know what I mean, trying to shine a little light on the thing. not try to influence people to do it. Because what they don't talk about is, yeah, they might be doing that, but they don't choose to do that. That's not beautiful. It's not a nice life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look at the news. Look what's going on. I mean, that's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't want my little brothers growing up with that in their mind. Because right now, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm not cool with that. I don't want that for them.
I had booked a show and I was doing it all myself, and I was getting a little bit of social media likes in the area of the people who saw me go to school and were like, you know, that's cool, I see you doing your thing. So I booked my own show for my first time, you know, by myself. First off, I went to LA and I got a bogus deal that was thrown my way. They're trying to lock me in a 10-year deal, and they won. It was just a fucked up deal, and it was bogus. But in doing so, I met some people in LA that were able to help me a bunch, and they were able to tell me, like, you know, this is what you got to do: monetize your music, get everything ready, start booking shows and the whole nine, and get your social media right. So I started trying to do it myself, and went from like rapping in the living room. But I've been rapping my whole life, you know, every day. But this was like I'm taking it serious, and trying to make a career with it. And I tried to book my own show, and it was just like strictly like cousin and close brothers that showed up to the show. No one else, you know, and I was like, fuck it, man, I don't even want to do it. And then my family members like, nah, fuck that, go up there and do it, like as if there was hella people there. And I'm like, man, when they're like, well, get good shots, you know, and I'm like, fuck it, you know. Went out there and I was bummed, but I still gave everything I got, and fucking went to the bar, had a couple drinks, and was like, fuck that. And then I was like, you know what, from this day on, man, it never happening again. I'm never gonna do a show where ain't nobody's coming, you know. I'm gonna fucking put some work in. Started really managing shit, really putting shit together, did a couple backyard parties, and then realized, you know, have to pay your dues and do it with opening acts. Got some opening acts, and it just so happened every single show we went to, we get something. We get, you know, some manager wanting to talk to us. We get freaking, you know, somebody being like, hey, I want a booking agent. Like, hey, I want to book you a videographer. Like, dude, I was dope. Like, so we're like, you know what? We get something out of all these shows. A lot of artists come, nobody talks to them, you know? Nobody talks to them, so we're all right, you know, let's keep pushing this. Give it everything we got. And
my worst one was the first show I did, because like you said, his homeboy that was originally supposed to be doing the Keek the Sneak show with him bailed.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I said, fuck it, I stepped in. I said, I'm down to do this music thing, and, you know, I know I'll grind and I'll be there every day. And we had it locked in, you know, we had been rehearsing probably
every day,
a month, every day, every single day, like driving me crazy. I didn't even like the song anymore, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just totally, I forgot my first two lyrics right when they dropped, and I was supposed to come in, I just, and then there was an awkward silence, and then, you know, I killed this shit. We kept rolling, but you know, it was my first show, and yeah, but I got everyone's heads bumping.
And on the low key, I don't think anyone, you know, he's the worst critter. I don't even know if anyone really caught it was a mess up, you know. Some people who were there first in the beginning in it, yeah. Some people are unbelievable. The amount, this is all I gotta say is energy, hard work, and like manifestation. As real as can be,
and
man.
Praying, man.
Every morning we wake up listening to If I Could Teach the World, you know, if I could teach the whole wide world to be a thug in harmony. Every morning we listen to it. Like one day, you feel me, we're gonna do a song with them. Yeah. Next thing you know, well, first off, we do a show Keep, and the night after that he ended up getting shot, which was bad. We got a hold of that.
Glad you're doing better, Keep.
Absolutely. We talked to Fab, because Fab met us that night and was interested in doing a showcase deal with us, and he ended up telling us he's okay, you feel me, recovered, and it was good. But it's like, right after that show, we were about the manifestation again. We were about the show. We were like, we're gonna do Clyde Carson next, and we didn't even know it was gonna be on the roster yet. And it comes up when we did the Clyde Carson show, and the same thing happened to the next one. We're like, we're gonna do Neff, and he wasn't up on the list, and Neff popped up, the agency that was giving the tickets out and to do a show with, and we opened up for them. And we were like, we're gonna get signed, you know, on the day of the Neff show. We had no idea how. It didn't look like there was any chance of being signed whatsoever, you feel me? 2 weeks out, my boy Sean that met us and was trying to tap us in and like the sound when he first heard it, tapped us in with Stacy, with Joker Face. And that night he was like, yeah, you know, I want to do it, you know, I want to do the deal. So it was a trip. our minds were already blown,
Manifestation
is
is
what I
real,
gotta
man.
say. And you know, we put God first before everything and just put good energy and just worked hard. And yeah, it was amazing. And then next thing you know, you get a call from Layzie Bone's manager saying, you know, that he's down with the team, come to have us come out and do a single with him. And we were like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? Every morning we would listen to his voice, you feel me, and be like, man, we want to do a song with him one day. And fucking.
I want to reach out to the people that were in that dark place that I was at that one time. If I could get some kind of connection with them, to give them any kind of, you know, strength, whatever it may be, then that's a successful mission for me. You know, like, I'm here because I'm trying to make a change for the better.
That's right.
It's bigger than me, this whole vision, everything I do. Yeah, I mean, I do it, of course, to eat, to feed my family. Of course, I do it for that.
Sure,
Rocky Balboa is hot.
That's the one right now, honestly.
Now, that's all you get to know.
That are gonna come out, that are gonna be real nice. I feel like there'll be a couple in there. There's gonna be some hits that we've been waiting to drop to sign to a label like this. So now we're ready to unleash. We're ready to unleash. You feel me? We got a lot of material to get done. So I got a couple songs that mean a lot to me. But one where I have I'm a product of abandonment, scandalous father banishment. He didn't plan for kids, he couldn't handle it. Why would I take him in? My worst mistake was him. Well, that mistake you did, he grew quite the creative kid. He made a name and changed the game in the lane he was created in. Became the greatest philanthropist for damaged kids to ever live. I'm gifted no Christmas, this is the best gift I give. Made a legacy, blazing the heat, amazing is he, overcoming defeat. He came from starving and homeless to marketing poems, possessed by them flow, simile Emily Rose. Nobody showed him, nothing can hold him, couldn't be slow. So, step back and watch our dreams blow up. There's not a lot that I'm able to really release right now, but there's a taste of something that I like, that meant something to me.
I don't know, I guess the beginning of one of mine is just, this is only the beginning into a long road of sin, and take Jesus in my heart, live righteous, man, my decision. The plenty of wrong and all warnings I wouldn't listen. The plan is to change for dead or locked in prison. Cause many a tears to my moms and those who love me, at war with myself on the corners, tripping and bugging. You know, we'll leave it at that for now, but, you know what I mean? Everyone can change. I know if I could do it, anyone can, you know. And we're not trying to make no one change, but if you're feeling our shit and, you know, you feel that we relate to your struggle, and hopefully we could give you something you can use. If not, we can always do that hyphy thing too.
Yeah. Honestly, the world, if I could teach in the crossroads from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, either the crossroads or I'd say everything's gonna be alright.
Oh, by Tretch, everything's gonna be alright by Tretch, and also Crossroads from Bone Thugs and Harmony are
Those
both
would be probably the two biggest.
Big L put it on, not so much because we're like feeling for the pain, but just so much because it got us happy, like alright, because it was such a good song, and there was an MC we're studying at the same time.
Big Pun, How We Roll.
Big Pun, How We Roll. The remix though, the one with the Shanti, the remix on it, and she.
Shanti, we need you.
We do. So contact us, you know. Get a hold of Stacy.
Your voice is beautiful.
We'll make it happen. If there's a passion that you have, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be as big or far-fetched as music. It could be anything. You want to be a doctor. If there's something in this world that you want to do, don't matter what happened in your life and in your past or what's going on around you. If you put everything into it and it's something you want to do, you can obtain anything you want in this world, 100%. So, you know, I'm gonna grind till I make it, no matter what. It's just not an option, you know. And anyone can do the same. There's people, you know, who are given lives that are just, you know, full of riches and stuff, and just hand it to them and don't appreciate it. And there's people who come from nothing and work up, and it's like there's everything in between. You know what I mean? So if you put your chips in and really grind on something, you can make it happen. Teamwork make the dream work too, though.
I'll just say thanks for any love and support. Much love to everybody that follows and, you know, shows us support. We appreciate every fan that we do get.
100%.
Sincerely, and you know, anyone that's gone through something, I always tell myself, I mean, we're still here for a reason. It's not a mistake that we're all here right now. So, much love.
I have to say it's Brother Lynch. That's mine because of the topic that he talks about. The shit that he talks about is terrible, and I hate the content that he has. But the delivery that he has is dope. So for delivery purposes only, and the way he puts his rhymes together, and the way it flows together, he comes up with some unique shit, you know. I hate the content though, so that's the reason that I have to say it's a guilty pleasure because I don't like to like him, you know.
Taylor Swift, opinion.
Oh, that's hell funny shit.
If it comes on.
Yeah.
I don't know.